Actually, no point in even continuing that. Bitch will bend the knee. West Belaerys, that's all fine. That will all be mine. Ibn, bend the knee or die. You can call yourself whatever the fuck you want. Slowly but surely. There it is. Hey, my wife's pregnant again. Sweet. Yeah, these guys are expanding into some nearby Dothraki regions, which is fine. We've got some ruins to inhabit later on, but the Dothraki have been subdued, at least. And these regions are just left for frickin' those guys to control, and we'll consider all of that as part of their northern free trade thing. As long as they're open to trade with the Valyrians and they, you know, support the slave trade and everything. I'm cool with that. Anyway, we'll skip ahead a little bit to when the borders are all secured, and assuming that nothing else pops up, we will wrap the series up in a nutshell of basically the Belaerys control everything known to man. Which we basically do already. That's pretty much it, really. So yeah, like I said, it gets to a certain point in every CK2 series, especially one like this, where we've got basically unlimited power. Unlimited power. It becomes very boring. Very quickly. And basically nothing happens. And I sit here for 2 hours skipping forward through crap. Which is okay for you guys, but not for me, because you get the edited version while I have to sit here for 2 hours. It's very, very dull. So yeah, we'll skip ahead to when all the maps are a bit cleaner, and I've sorted out all the diplomacy and all this shit. Probably like a year or two ahead. And I'll show you the end of the tale, so to speak, assuming that nothing else happens. Hey guys. I fixed that little border bit there where West Valyria controlled a giant bit of East Valyria, but anyway. In our infinite wisdom, we have decided that there will be no free and independent trade, merchant, empire, whatever thingies, so what we're going to do is do a dragon conquest on all of these guys. So we're just going to bring the entire mainland of all of Essos under our control, basically. I could do the royal claim, to be honest. But I'd rather do the dragon conquest. That gives them an option to bend the knee. Bravos included will be losing their rights and privileges. And most of the, most/half of this will be becoming a part of West Valyria. Some of it will, anyway. Not all of it, but some of it will. I do believe that is everyone. Is it not? Yep, I think so. Alright, we'll see who bends the knee. Probably most of them. Excellent, 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 excellent. Excellent, excellent. He's wise. Yeah, that priest dude bent the knee. Norvus bends the knee. North bends the knee. Andalus bends the knee. Bravos bends the knee. By the looks of it, he's going to put up a struggle. Bravos ended inconclusively. For some reason. I have no idea. Oh well. We will rally the troops. We'll deal with that later. Dothraki are always a pain in the ass to deal with. Is he going to escape 15th of April? Yeah, he is. That's fine. Don't worry about that. I should deploy my dragon into the siege. And ask his family to come along with us. I had a son who died. Right. We have to go deal with these guys. I only need these troops to go up to deal with the capital. That's fine. And we need to put you in charge of that, Baelor, and one of the Dragon Riders in charge of that. That'll do. We'll easily take the capital. He is where? Exactly? Alright, he's over there getting chased. That's fine. There you go. That is victory over ours. We'll come part of Thingamajig. Yep, that's fine. He's kind of a prick. Yeah. Yeah, I can still do that. Good. All right. He's a bit of a better guy, trait-wise and everything. So I'd rather have him in control. Well, that concludes all of that. I do believe I still have to deal with Bravos and everywhere else, but... Good lord, how many? 12 days later, Soul finally gets to this. Yeah. He wants to launch potatoes. Yeah. We'll leave him be. Take a hostage. It's fine. I take his heir. So, haha! Alright, we'll wait for some crap to chill out a bit, and then we'll deal with all the borders. And shit like that. Yeah, Bravos did bend the knee. I thought it did. Yeah, sure. Yeah, like I say, I'm pretty sure I'm going to give Western Valyria, like, Bravos and some of these things here. And just have it, like, cut off right there. Alright, I'll tell you what. We'll deal with the borders now. And, well, I'll show you guys the finished product once it's all done and everything. Hey guys, and we have dealt with the borders, and this is basically the end of the series. Western Valyria controls basically all of the west, which is, you know, all of the west lines across there. It's the primary trading hub between the Iron Throne and everyone else, so they're going to keep good relations. We are currently tutoring the Emperor Aegon. He's our ward at the moment. But yeah, the Western Valyria is independent, air quotes, but at the same time it is basically under the shadow of the giant Eastern Valyrian Empire, which is, you know, it's the big cheese, so to speak. Nobody fucks with the Eastern Roman, I almost said Roman Empire there for a second. It's basically the same principle, but the West is a lot weaker than the East. They're mainly just, you know, trade and naval prospects and everything. And even then, we still control all of the Isles, all of Slaver's Bay, all of this. We are just basically indestructible at this point. Bravos, Kingdom of Andalos, Pentos, all that controls by them. The Iron Throne is under the Belaerys control as well, although it constantly has little rebellions and everything. Most of the Lord Paramounts kind of don't like Belaerys' rule, but there's not much they can do about it, because every time they revolt, the East comes over and just fucks them up. And the West as well, since they're all kin. They can call both of us into the war. So sometimes I won't even have to bother helping the Iron Throne, because the Western Valyrian Empire will just go deal with them themselves, which is good. My heir, Prince Daemon, he's not really got anything just yet, but there you go. The Belaerys still control the Basilisk Isles. Just trying to figure out where all my kin are, to be honest. Still got some guys over in Yin down here. I have so much kin, it's kind of hard to keep track of where they all actually are. Yeah. Good lord, that is a... Look at the size of that portrait. Fucking hell. We did control Pentos at some point, but not anymore. Obviously, we control the Iron Throne. That. Other stuff. It's mainly just, you know, East, West, and the Iron Throne, and then some other scattered branches around the place. I think my relative, kinsman controls Bloodstone and some of the stepstones as well. There you go. Tyrosh is under control of the Belaerys also. I have a lot of family tree if we go here. Look, there's 171 Belaerys, and they're all sort of scattered around the joint, controlling all kinds of crap. But yeah, that's about it. I mean, if we go to... if we go to economy, you can see all the gold we're making from Slaver's Bay and everything, which is pretty fucking decent. And my capital's green as well. It's pretty sweet. But if we go to dynasty, the best way to show you this, look, Belaerys everywhere. They're fucking everywhere. All of it's red. So yeah. I mean, we could colonize all these ruins, and if you want to, in your head, you can assume that we will eventually. The Belaerys will, you know, eventually get populous enough to go and spread out to all these ruined regions and colonize them. And probably eventually colonize the ruins of Valeria as well, if it ever gets to that. Although the place is kind of like a smoking ruin, so it might be a bit difficult to do that. But yeah, this is the end of the series. Like I said, there's fuck all to happen. We are just so powerful to the point that we can just summon unlimited forces. And with our dragons, yeah. I mean, look, our dragon's still pretty badass. And, you know, it's just, we could continue, but I'd be sitting here for like hours and hours waiting for something to happen. Unless I made, like, Western Valeria rebel against the East. But that would not be very fun, because the West doesn't actually have any dragons. And they're not that powerful. They're shit in comparison to me. Same with the Iron Throne. Again, shit in comparison to me. And their dragon abilities are limited at best. So, yeah, nothing is in it remotely any way, you know, unless we forced some kind of unrealistic rebellion on ourselves. Which we could do, but I'm not in the mood to do, really. It's just, it would just be boring. We'd win. We'd win. There'd be no doubt that we'd win. We're just so fucking powerful at this point. There comes a time in every CK2 series where this fucking happens, and we have reached the point of this series being finished. We control everything. We've beaten the crap out of everyone, and our family is just beyond unstoppable. So, yes. I enjoyed it. I mean, well, like I said, I've never actually been this far, like, east-ish, over in, like, Slavers Bay, Ashai area. That's why I came. That's why I went east instead of going west, even though we eventually did go west as well. But that was mainly because the Targaryens got wiped out. It's the only reason we actually went to Westeros, just to install Valerian order and civilization. We must, yes. It was being run by stags, and they were shitting all over the floors and whatnot with their stagness. Yeah. Anyway, yeah. Yeah, so without further stalling for crap and time and whatnot, we shall end the series here. I thank you for watching. And for those of you wondering, there won't be a CK2 series to replace this, although the Sunstark one will still continue, and we'll still have a CK2 series on the channel. But in place of this, on I think it's like Thursday and Friday that this is uploaded, there will be Total War of varying description. Either Third Age, Elder Scrolls, or something else, I'm not entirely sure, but it'll be Total War of varying, yeah, varying crap. Various Total War titles, basically. Because I kind of want to go away from CK2 a little, keeping only one series on the channel at a time, and then, you know, ease back into a bit of Total War, because I haven't played Total War in ages. I do play Hot Seats, but it's, those take a while to upload, especially when they move really fucking slowly, and players take, like, a week to play their turns, which is ridiculous. But anyway, you've that to look forward to. I thank you for watching. That is all for now. Soul out.